Do you want to hit clips like this?
They definitely like got them like super gelled over side parts with like them greasy like glasses on.
Oh!
And,
It's kind of hot though. I kind of like that.
Oh, dude!
oh, those guys nice.
Oh, yep, no, that. Okay.
Oh!
That lon han Heisen. You're telling me IBS had said yes yet? Like.
Oh, six!
Are you telling me IBS?
Oh my god. He just scared me so bad.
No! Oh. Oh! Oh!
He crashed. His Wi-Fi probably died again. It's a 3v5. Seth, you got it? Will invite me, or whisper me. He's in junk,
Oh,
nice.
what the hell?
Buddy!
Oh, thank you. Seth is literally on a what, 6?
I still have an invite from Seth. I still have an invite.
Oh my god, Seth.
Well, you have come to the right place. Sniping good in Modern Warfare isn't as hard as you think. It's all about confidence, good game sense, and good aim. So in today's video, I will teach you all that. I will go over my settings, my movement mechanics, sniping mechanics, some rush routes and aim mechanics to make you improve as a player. Before I get into all of that, I would appreciate it if this guide helps you to drop a like and a comment to let me know so I can keep bringing you guys great content. This video, you might be looking at the timestamp or like the time of the video and be like, damn, this video is fucking long. But I assure you, it is worth watching. Every second of it is crucial information, crucial ways to improve. You want to truly be better at sniping, make sure you watch this video all the way through and let me know if it helped you out. Thank you guys so much and enjoy the video. Okay, so to start off, we will start with my settings because it's been a while since I've done my settings to show you guys. So yeah, we'll start with that. So these are the best settings. You're gonna probably want to copy most of these, not all of them, because sensitivity itself is like a preference thing. So I'm currently on 2 sensitivity, ADS mesh sensitivity mode. I'm on legacy right now. Try out relative and legacy, whichever one you like better. Honestly, up to you. The way that this works right here, a lot of people don't understand. Legacy basically feels faster when you're ADS in with a sniper, but if you're using any other gun, like a red gun, it'll feel the exact same as when you're hip firing. So it'll be 1-to-1, but if you're sniping, it'll feel a little bit faster. So if you like that, relative is, if you go on relative and you make your monitor distance coefficient on 1.78, that'll make all sights, no matter what zoom, the same sensitivity. That would also make your sniper scope probably slower though. It'll honestly, because it's more zoomed in, it'll feel slower. But legacy is honestly the best one at the moment. I've been switching these up, but yeah, I will also say, do not get into the mindset of only playing on one sensitivity. A lot of people say that staying on one sensitivity is good for your muscle memory. Muscle memory is honestly a meme when it comes to having good aim, because you'll just be accustomed to that one sense, and that really won't help you improve. If you go on a higher sensitivity, it'll force you to be more precise with your mouse, using more of your fingers, more of the muscles in your arm. So having a higher sense is better for precision, practicing precision, and a lower sense is better for practicing long swipe. For me personally, I've played on countless sensitivities in my life, starting from like lowest as like 1.5 up to like 4.5. I would say a good starting point is between 2 to 5 sensitivity in game. 1600 DPI. You guys want to probably start playing on 1600 DPI because it has the lowest input latency out of all the DPIs. And yeah, it's actually a fact. You can Google it. I'm not gonna bring it up for you. I would recommend you start on 1600 DPI, get a little bit used to it, and around the 2 to 5 range is good for sensitivities. So movements, you're gonna want to have your slide behavior on tap. This way you can slide cancel a lot easier. All this shit, I'm not gonna go over this shit. You guys can do this. This you need on tap if you want to have movement. Automatic sprint, automatically tac sprint. Turn this to automatic tactical sprint. This way, anytime you move forward, it'll automatically put you in a tactical sprint. Tactical sprinting is the fastest way to move around the map. Makes sense to have it like that always. That way you don't have to constantly break your fucking fingers sprinting all the time. So I have my throwing knife set to V right here. So I will play like this. Most normal people will play like this. Okay. Anyways, right here is V. So it's a lot easier for me to just shoot with the gun, press V with my thumb, and then 1. Up here is my weapon swap, so I'll shoot, boom, boom. I'll demonstrate it later on, but yeah, V is a good one because it's really close to your jump key, and you can really you can press both at the same time as well with your thumb. So I would recommend doing something like that. Make sure you don't sacrifice movement keys very much, because you don't want to be taking your hands off the movement. if you don't have to. So this shit right here, equipment behavior, turn this to toggle. This means these are your lethals and tacticals. These will basically, the game will hold the tactical out for you once you press the button. For example, if I am trying to pull out a Semtex using my lethal key, it'll hold it for me until I press the key again. If you have it on hold, you will basically hold the button down, and then when you let go, it'll throw it. The reason why toggle is better is because you will not accidentally throw your throwing knife when you're silent shotting or any other equipment. It takes like a day to get used to. It's really not that hard, and it's really just a W all around to have it set to toggle. So change that, 100% change that. Graphics settings, you can pause on this, but this shit isn't really important. I've gone over this shit before. For quality, 120 FOV, affected. This will give you the most FOV in the game, so you can see the most. It's important to have that. Try that. Camera movement, at least 50. You don't want no like spasms of HUD around your screen. That'll just be distracting. Least distractions. This is a competitive shooter, so you want the least distractions possible. Streaming quality on low, texture resolution, this is personal preference. If you struggle to get frames, drop it lower, but I play on normal because I want my game to look good while I'm playing. If you put it on very low, it barely even makes a difference for frame wise, and it makes your game look like shit. For example, right here, this shit is so blurry, and I like my characters to look good and the gun skins to look good. Personal preference, obviously. Low, enable, disable, this doesn't matter. Disable, it's a common trend. You want everything basically on the lowest. You want the most visibility possible and most frame rate possible. Colorblind mode, a lot of people swear by going on Deuteranopia because it makes colors more vibrant, but it makes enemy name tags orange, or not orange, makes it like yellow. So if you don't mind that, I personally like red because in other shooter games, everything's always red for me. You'll want your HUD to be on the lowest possible. Honestly, this makes the most sense to put it as low as possible because it'll make your radar closer to here, and your ammo, it'll make everything closer to the center, so you're not like looking super far in the corner with your eyes to the mini map there. That way it's easier to just like, for peripheral vision, it's a lot easier, so you don't have to like completely take your eyes off the center of your screen. Audio mix, this one's low-key important. I would recommend playing on boost low. A lot of people use boost high, but boost low, the reason why this is honestly a goated audio setting is because it boosts the low frequency sounds. And a low frequency sound is like a footstep. It'll kind of make other sounds a bit more normal, but it'll make those ones way higher. If you're on boost high, it'll make everything just loud as shit. So that's up to you really. If your headset's good, it doesn't really matter that much, but yeah, I swear by that one. So there we go. That is all the settings. So let's go. Actually, fuck it. I forgot to go over the best class setup. I've done countless fucking class setup videos. You guys probably already know it, but this is gonna be all size fits all. All size fits all kind of video. So I'm gonna go over everything basically. So you want a factory barrel on your AX50, fastest barrel in the game. Tac laser gives you bonus ADS speed, aim stability, aim walking steadiness, just a W. Singard arms assassin, aim down sight speed. It's a common trend. You want everything aim down sight speed. It's quick scoping, bro. You need to be able to quickly scope in and out. Makes sense. And sleight of hand. These are the best setup. And that's why I absolutely love the AX50 in this game, is because you use all 5 attachments for speed, and it's perfect. Whereas the HDR is different. The HDR is only 3 attachments for speed, so it's a lot slower. But the AX50, you technically have 5 attachments, or 4 attachments. Actually, 4 attachments for ADS speed, and then sleight of hand for reloading speed. But yeah, the AX50 is the GOAT. So that is everything for my settings and class setups for you guys. That is one big portion out of the video. I will have timestamps for every fucking part of the video. So I know it's gonna be a long video, but this is gonna be a no bullshit guide on how to actually snipe better. Like, there are probably countless videos on how to snipe properly, but this one's gonna be a no bullshit. I recommend you watch all the way through to learn how to properly snipe. There's gonna be no fillers, just how to properly snipe and just play the game in general. Okay, so starting off, dude, we are now in the movement part of this video. So as you know, movement in Modern Warfare is quite OP if you are good at it. The movement in this game, the Call of Duty, this Modern Warfare has the best movement out of any Call of Duty ever. You can string a lot of combos together. So we'll start with the basics. So there is, with the automatic tactical sprint, if you just press forward, it'll automatically put you in your fastest sprint possible. And for a quick tip that no one knows, that the Kali sticks, although they are melee weapons, they are the fastest in the game. So if you don't have the melee, you don't have the Kali sticks unlocked, I recommend you unlock them because you will have the fastest movement speed when you have it out. It combos well with the AX50 because then you can quickly swap and go like this. You can kind of like swap if you really need to move fast to get up behind cover or catch up to somebody. The first thing is slide canceling. If you don't know how to slide cancel yet, I mean, you're kind of behind, but it's okay. So everyone starts somewhere. So slide canceling is really simple, actually. And now make sure you have your slide key set to something comfortable. I have mine set to control right here. Control set to slide. So I just hit my pinky and it slides for me. So to slide cancel, you basically slide. You want to slide, press it again, and it'll cancel it for you. It's really as simple as that. Slide, press it, and it cancels. So you can kind of do it like a lot of people spam it a lot like this. You can like string together a lot of slides like this. Whereas this is the normal slide. You slide super far. That's okay to do sometimes, but this is like a lot better to do. Slide canceling is crucial in this game because it resets your tactical sprint. Tactical sprinting is the fastest way to move around the map, so you want to make sure you always have it up. So tactical sprinting is basically when you put your gun up like this, you're moving the fastest possible, and this is normal sprinting right here. So when you're normal sprinting, it's a lot slower. But to reset your tactical sprint, you just slide, and then it'll reset it. Slide cancel, it resets it. Slide cancel, resets it. Slide cancel, resets it. So you can always have your tactical sprint up. So that's the bread and butter for movement. You need to get used to doing that, guys. Make sure you get used to always having your tactical sprinting up. You want to get used to sliding a lot. Bunny hopping. Bunny hopping is honestly a really good way to jump. I don't see many people do it. Like, I catch so many people off guard by bunny hop peeking. Like, say there's someone right over here and I miss a shot on him and he's probably just going to be waiting there. If I were to jump, double like B hop like that. Bunny hopping basically is when you jump and you ADS when you're mid jumping, and then you hit jump right before you hit the ground. So I'll show you an example. So I'm gonna jump, ADS, jump again. That's a bunny hop. It'll basically launch you way further than just a normal jump peak. It'll basically launch you like double the distance. You want to basically get used to timing it because that's a perfect bunny hop right there. If you bunny hop, if you fail the bunny hop, it won't be as far. Like, you fail it, you'll basically land like right there. But if you hit it correctly, you'll fly super far. Like, you don't have to perfectly time it every time, but that is a perfect bunny hop. And then there's also the double bunny hop. So to do the triple B hop is basically like a normal bunny hop, except you can fly even further. So you want to string together 2 bunny hops at the same time. So you'll basically jump, ADS, jump, jump. That's a triple B hop right there. A lot of people it catches off guard because the sheer amount of distance you fly, and you're a lot harder to hit. You put in enough practice, you can do it basically every single time. In the heat, and you just have to have confidence in your movement. Like, if you see someone there, if you were to fight someone right there and you miss, obviously everyone misses. If you're human, you will miss shots. It's okay to miss shots. But if the guy will probably be holding that angle, either he will hold that angle, wait for you to fucking either peek out. So you don't want to just normal peek like this. You're going to get gunned instantly. That's way too predictable. Someone will probably be holding this angle like that. So you want to be either, you want to slide to cover, and then you'll peek out like that. No one can really see you if you slide like that. I'm going to go in first person, so it's like the same as everyone. So what you want to do is you want to slide to cover like this. You can peek like that. No one will see you. Like, you can't, like, no one will see you peek this, but if you were to sprint, if you were to just peek like this, people will see you. But if you slide to cover, no one will see you like this, and then you just peek like this, bang, done. And they'll have no time to react to that. Slide peeking is very good, like this, slide peeking, because you swing super quickly. But jump peeking is also very good. So you'll jump peek, bang, jump peek like this, bang, bang. That's a bunny hop peek. There you go. That's a triple B hop right there. That's a triple B hop swing. You don't have to do a triple B hop every time, but you might as well do it every time if you can. Sometimes the timing can be tough to pull off, but a single B hop is also fine. I basically will triple B hop everything, or I will B hop everything if possible. Sometimes just normal jumping like this could work, but there's no point in not throwing in a couple jumps. It just makes you harder to hit and a lot easier for you to hit the shot. So that is bunny hopping in a nutshell and slide canceling in a nutshell. Another really good mechanic is slide jumping. That gets me so many kills, slide jumping. I will slide jump. You can basically slide and then cancel and then jump. And you basically jump out of a slide. You can also slide and then jump mid-slide is another way. Because, like, you become extremely hard to hit jump sliding. Like that. It's, like, really hard to hit. So, get used to slide jumping. I do it all the time. Slide jumping is insanely strong. Alrighty. Here is a super important mechanic when you are sniping, and a lot of people ask me how to do it. So silent shotting. Silent shotting is basically when you shoot, throw your knife out, and then put it away. So the reason why silent shotting is very important is because you can take more shots faster and move a lot faster. If you were to shoot without silent shotting, the rechamber takes forever, and you have the scope out animation. So there's a scope in animation and the scope out animation. When you silent shot, you eliminate that completely. So you eliminate the scoping out animation, and you can quickly sprint. Because like this whole scoping animation, you can't sprint during it. The scoping out, you can't really sprint during it either. So get used to silent shotting. The best way to do it, like I said, was put your equipment to toggle. So this is how I do it. I have my weapon swapped to 1, which is up here, right above my W key. So I will shoot, press V with my fucking thumb, and then having toggle equipment, it holds it for you. And then I press 1 to swap back to my sniper. Now just get used to doing all that faster. So shoot, equipment, 1. Shoot, equipment, 1. Shoot, equipment, 1. Shoot, equipment. Sometimes I fuck it up. There's a lot of people that also macro this. If you have a macro or know how to set up a macro, by all means do that. Get used to silent shotting. You can shoot a lot faster. It cancels the rechamber, makes the rechamber a lot faster. You can move a lot faster. So yes, master silent shotting. If you want to master sniping, you have to master silent shotting. And that is basically all the movement mechanics. Those are all the movement mechanics and ways to challenge on like certain maps. I only really went over Shoot House, but like you can use all that knowledge on other maps in the game. So it kind of applies to everything. The movement also applies. Sliding to cover, jump peeking, jump B-hopping, B-hop peeking, double B-hop peeking, slide jump peeking. So I, as a player, am always slide canceling, always jumping, always fucking B-hopping, because it mixes up the game. It mixes up, you're unpredictable. You want to be as unpredictable as possible. What I will also do is I will never usually run the same rush route every round. If I were to rush a B site on Shoot House, for example, and I were to get like 2 or 3 kills, I will probably not take that same route the next round because they're going to be expecting it. So what I will usually do is, if I go to B site again, I will use a different angle, such as if I'm on the left crate, if I'm rushing through the red crate and I get 2 kills that round, on the next round I'll go on the right side on the white crate instead of the red crate. You can push the same kind of site, but just do different angles each time. You want to do off angles. Always peek angles that your teammates aren't looking at, because they already have angles covered. Keep your eye on the minimap where your teammates are looking. You don't want to be where all your teammates are. You want to always be clearing stuff. You want to get kills yourself. This game is all about just getting kills, and it's not really about winning. In my opinion, winning is hitting clips. That's a sniper's life, you know? As a sniper, you don't really care about winning much. Hitting a 20 bomb and losing, sure, it sucks that you lose, but within that 20 bomb, if I hit multiple clips, that's a win, in my opinion. I don't care about winning. I just care about hitting clips. I just care about impressing and breaking my limits. So alrighty, so now that we got all the in-game movement mechanics and all of that sorted, a lot of people will say, how do you have such good aim? Well, aiming there's tons of resources out there to improve your aim nowadays. Aiming is half the battle. The other half is game sense and movement. That is half the battle as well. So 2 halves make a whole. So you want to be good at both. You don't want to just be the best aimer in the world and not have any movement. Because if you have the best aim in the world, sure, you can get kills, but like if you have no movement, how are you going to get to those kills as easier as possible? You put the best movement with the best aim, and you're a fucking main character ready to fucking take over the world. So yeah, anyway, so aiming mechanics, there's lots of resources out there. If you are on PC, so for PC players out there, there are resources such as Aim Lab, which is a free aim trainer on Steam. I recommend you pick it up. There's also Kovaaks Aim Trainer, which costs money. A lot of people probably won't get it because it does cost money. That is my aim trainer of choice, is Kovaaks, because I've been using Kovaaks before Aim Labs was even a thing. So the cool thing about Kovaaks though is that if I make a playlist, I have tons of playlists, like aiming playlists specifically for sniping. If I wanted to share that playlist with you, which I will leave in the description below, I will give you guys some of my sniping playlists for Kovaaks if you want to try them. They are great. A lot about sniping in aim trainers is static clicking. So static clicking is basically dots in Kovaaks. I'm going full nerd right now, but basically there is scenarios such as 1 wall 6 targets, 1 wall 2 targets, and they're just small dots that don't move, but you gotta kill as many as possible. Sniping is just clicking. So if you can get good at clicking dots, you can get good at clicking heads, clicking body shots. If you shoot small dots in an aim trainer such as Kovaaks or Aim Labs, and you get good at shooting small dots, then it'll just be way easier to shoot bigger targets, because in Call of Duty, you have to just basically shoot body shots. You don't have to always hit heads. You just hit body shots. So if you're good at shooting really small targets, giant targets like my character here, be nothing for you. You want to basically spend at least 30 to like 60 minutes a day if you can. A lot of people can't. You don't even have to do 60 minutes, even 30 minutes or less a day, improving the crucial mechanics on aim training. You can improve a lot faster, drastically, than most players, because the reason aim trainers are so important is because in Call of Duty, Search and Destroy especially, how many gunfights do you usually get into? Every gunfight, you get into a few gunfights per round. The reason why aim training is very important, a lot of people meme it, but like if you're on mouse and keyboard and you want to improve, it's a very important tool for improving, because for like the amount of gunfights that you get into a game, you might get into like 20 to 30 gunfights in a game in Search and Destroy, and that's being generous. With aim training, you're shooting hundreds of targets in a minute, whereas in a game of Search, that can be 15-minute game and you get into maybe 20 gunfights. 1 minute scenario on Kovaaks or Aim Lab, both are great resources for improving aim. You can get over hundreds. You're shooting hundreds of dots. It isolates your aim only. You want to basically master in-game mechanics such as movement and in-game gunfights, and also master aim at the same time. So doing that is very crucial. What I'll usually do is, before I hop on for a gaming session, and I will usually hop on Kovaaks or Aim Lab for like 30 to 60 minutes, sometimes even more, because I actually generally just enjoy playing them, and I'm like very obsessed with improvement, or trying to improve. I want to become as good as I can at aiming, so I can just hit insane clips more consistently for you guys. Mainly, that's the main reason. If you are on console, there is not as much resources. Actually, there's still a good amount of resources, but if you're on console as well, there's a few resources. What I will say is load up to a custom game on Modern Warfare. Go on Shipment. Go on Shipment. Where is it? Shipment. Put on rules. Put this to like... okay, put on free-for-all. Put this to like 100, 200, 200. Try 100, 200, 200 fucking points. This is basically equivalent. Put on all bot. Put it on recruit if you want. Whatever difficulty you want. I would keep them on recruit, because all you're trying to do is practice your aim. So just shoot 200 bots. You don't even need to aim train. This is honestly a really underrated way of aim training, actually, because this is in-game training and aim training at the same time. So you're basically getting the best of both worlds. So I would say try doing this as well. This really helps. Even you don't even need to hop into a custom game. You could even just hop into like a public match. What I'll do a lot of the times is I'll play Kovaaks for like a little bit, and then I'll hop on the game and maybe run like 1 or 2 respawn game modes, like hardpoint games. And that, because in hardpoint games, what I will do is just generally push everything non-stop, take as many engagements as possible. The more engagements you get, the more comfortable you are with being uncomfortable. In uncomfortable situations such as gunfights, if you become comfortable with being uncomfortable gunfights, it'll just be easy for you and you'll build up confidence. Alrighty, and that is basically it. I went over movement, I went over map mechanics, map knowledge. I went over aim routines, aiming mechanics. I went over my settings. I went over the best class setup. I went over basically everything. This video might have been boring if you don't really want to learn how to snipe. This isn't for everyone. This is for people that are willing to learn and do not mind listening. But like a lot of people were saying that they were looking forward to this video, so I wanted to get it out to you guys. So but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far, please, I fucking love you for making this far. Make sure you drop a like down below, which you probably already have if you made it this far. I already know you probably already dropped a like, which, hey, you're a real one for that, guys. So yeah, I have another video in the works soon. I'll see you guys in the next one, yo. Peace out, guys. And happy sniping, yo.
I wonder if there's anybody looking. I'm talking about the shadows in the mirror. I wonder if there's anybody watching. It's hard for me to see into the darkness.